maybe I can send it to you just in a message. Okay, cool. So it looks like that's live. And let me just get that bigger. All right. So, okay. Yeah, so thanks everybody. Just wait for a moment. I'm getting stuff set now. So it's gonna be a moment. But it is active. Thanks for holding on. And we'll be going in just a moment.
Okay, so can you guys see my screen and hear me well?
Yes, I do see your screen. So I see you. Basically, I don't see your screen right now.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyways, now I'm just going to go ahead and begin. So thanks, Hamid, for joining me. I really appreciate it. How's it going?
Going pretty well. You took me out of the production room.
Yeah, nice. Well, so today I'm going to talk obviously with you, and I'm really excited to talk about it. So your company, HTMLPro, has, tell me a little bit about it, basically.
So just like an ideal scenario, I started off myself back in 2013, then partnered up with my best friend, and we decided to work for a company and make an environment where everyone can enjoy the best of the time. Before launching HTMLPro, we kind of spent around 10 years of our life in working with different organizations. We always took the good practices as a mean to implement in our company, and any bad practices as an opportunity so we can further improve and make an ideal workplace to start working. And
Okay.
some of the things that we learned from our experiences, we implemented that in such a way that it really helped. We like starting off with a couple of guys, single guy, and right now we are 150 at the moment, and we're still growing up. I think it sounds and feels great.
Wow, that is impressive. So 150 right now. That's amazing. Basically, I was wondering.
So can you hear me?
Yeah. Sorry. Do you hear me? Okay. Or hello. Do you hear me? Oh, sorry. Okay. All right. So I'm back. So that's really amazing. You have 150 or 150 about employees. I mean, when you're looking at that, like, what was your mindset to always have a large company like that?
You see the mindset. Are you talking about career-oriented or for customers or all my stakeholders?
Yeah, so I mean, from the beginning, that kind of goes into when you set up your business. Did you like plan out everything, or did you have a business plan, or was it trial and error? Like from day one, when you first started, did you know I want to have 150 employees?
Yeah. So the day I started off my company, I met with my peers, and I told them that, and this is what we're going to discuss today as well, that the day you're going to start the company, your vision should be absolutely in your mind. So my vision was hitting the top list and creating such an organization which will have thousands of jobs in the market, right? And of course, with the best of the practices. And my personal motivation is always to achieve high. Money goes the next, And I love being successful myself. I love to bring success for my stakeholders, to my employees, and also to my customers.
Wow.
So yes, it was a strategy right from the day one to reach to a level where we are today, and we have further plans to, go towards like thousands of employees company and making it as one of the hitting up the INC 5000 list as well, and one of the top company with the best environments.
Okay. That's awesome. So within that, I'm just curious, like, what was this organic growth or like marketing or like what attributed to your organic rise, to be what it is now, do you think? Hard work?
Yeah, of course, man. You cannot kickstart your business with organic growth. So first of all, my background is I'm MBA in leadership and management. So by habit, I'm a very good manager, and half of my life has been spent in marketing different businesses, working in different organizations, and half of my work life has been managing things. So I took both of the technical experiences, organizational experiences, and marketing experiences, and I tested that out to a specific group of people who always knew me and they always trusted me. I'm a marketing. Oh, so we started off with referral business and people who already knew me as a person. That's how you start a business. And working with them, going extra mile, even sometimes with a low cost, your portfolio, getting up their reviews, and further with some business development skill. I have some good business development skills in my life. I brought in over 1,000 companies to start working with my company, just for your information.
Yeah.
So I'm very expert in business development myself, and I slowly built up the team for business development, who contacted the parties and they did very due diligence to bring in the business. And of course, it's not all about bringing up the business. It's about saving the customer as well. So the best thing which I liked, if that would have been any third-party organization, HTMLPro, so the customer who were working right from the first day, they're still working with us. So retention was the biggest
Awesome.
thing. And the word of mouth, that actually helped us to kickstart our business in a perfect way.
Nice. Yeah, so one of the things is you're mentioning that, I'm kind of curious, like when you started, were there things that you weren't so good at that you knew you needed to have people to like fill those roles? Or just talk a little bit about kind of that beginning process.
So we started off as an HTML agency. We didn't start off as a marketing agency. So marketing evolved later. Some other things, app development evolved later in later stages. I always discuss when I talk about the digital strategies and local business growth strategy is to start your focus on a smaller scale, build up your expertise, and once you have the expertise and people know you for that thing, then take those reviews, take that power of the customers and the power of the trusting people that you have, and then further build your domains with that. So we started off as an HTML agency. One thing I knew, since I worked with one of the largest companies, ESD to HTML.com, and I knew that they have some really great work standards, especially for HTML standards. And I can say that if there is anywhere in the world you can find very neat and clean HTML, so it's going to be either PSU to HTML since I worked over there, and right now you can say HTMLPro. So I was really inspired by the standards of the coding they used to do. And I took the inspiration from there, built up very strong quality assurance team members right from the first day. So every work we deliver has to be tested and neat and clean, so I don't have complaints from the customers. And
Yeah.
what I did was, since I had multitasking skills, right from accounts and human resource to marketing to business development. I'm a specialist. I'm a web specialist as well. I've done certification in HTML and PHP as well. So I like to build the processes. So right from the first day, and even until today, since we're building up new departments, I like to make the processes and I like to make organizational workflows that helps the new members to come and expand quickly rather than every new member who is coming and trying to explore a new thing. So that really helps to kickstart your business as well.
Yeah, that was really good. So the stuff you mentioned, like between the lines, is really important. Where you're saying you had processes that helped your business, just business development kind of stuff that maybe a lot of businesses don't do. And so it sounds like you kind of methodically went through, wrote down what you needed to do, thought about it a lot. Did you like meditate? Did you go to, what did you do to like get your head in that mindset? Was it business school or, because that is like a special kind of thought, like, and to create this. How did you kind of shape that? Can you talk on that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I was talking to one of my peers today as well, and I had an interview a couple of hours ago that is going to be featured in one of the top blogging website, Get Top Trends as well. I had an interview out there as well, and they asked me the same question: that where did the energy come from? So just wanted to let you know that the earlier stage in my life, we lived under the single parent. We had scarcity of resources, less resources to perform, even sometime with the study as well. But right from the childhood, I took that as a challenge. And when I was 18 years old, I started working myself. I wanted to prove that even if you have the scarcity of resources, you can still be successful in your life. So I took that as a challenge. Maybe I'm a made of person who takes the weaknesses as a challenges and then further grows up as being a part of the personality. So I took those weaknesses and I took those problems as a challenge in my life, and all the problems which I saw in different organizations, I took that as an opportunity, and I had something going on in my mind that I need to have an organization where employees are treated as the best friends. There is less distance between the employees and employers. They are being respected for their work. They are being awarded for their work. They like to spend the time on their organization, and at every step of their life, they feel successful as well from their career point of view. So
Yeah.
those are some of the things that evolved in myself, and I had a craze to build up my organization.
Awesome. Very cool, very cool. Yeah, so you talked a little bit about kind of the struggle that was going on, like when you were younger and when you started. And so I'm just kind of curious, like talking about, was there a single hire that made like a big impact on your business, particularly earlier? Or was it partners that helped you? And also if you talk about like getting capital, or like even just saying we did sales commission, whatever things that helped your business grow, because you're probably living a lot of small businesses are bootstrapped, so what are your thoughts on that?
First of all, I always say that you should have all the domain knowledge. I had a seminar a couple of months back in a university to the graduates, and we had a discussion about when to become an entrepreneur. And you should not become an entrepreneur before you have the specific domain knowledge, before you have exposures and experiences. So the first thing was, since I had multi-skilled experiences and exposures, back in 2013, I felt in myself that I can do a business and then run it with very justification, because when you're working with two employees, you have to be justified with them, right?
Yeah.
Then I spent my life like around a decade with bias community in my surroundings. I
Mhm.
learned books. I used to read the books every day, which had the best human practices that you can practice with your stakeholders, with your peers, and you get the best out of them. So by reading the books, spending time with pious people, exposure experiences, and I'm very ambitious. So when I'm working with partners, they're mostly trusting on me because they know that all they have to do is to support me of what I'm doing, and just give me, maybe if I'm directionless, so give me a little direction, and they know that I will do the rest. So my partners, they have been extremely supportive throughout my whole journey, because the partnerships, they can get down in less than 6 months, just because two partners, they are thinking completely differently. So my partners, they had a trust on me, and very exciting thing, Ted, is that we started off with very low capital. And whatever we have a 5,000 square feet couple of offices, and then like we have 3 international offices. And everything we bought till today is from the profits. So we
Yeah.
never rely on external capital to kickstart our business. All we got as a revenue and as a profits, we put that, we invested that on our employees and in our infrastructure, and yes, get some pay, so we get happier as well in our families.
Yeah, that is fantastic. That is really good advice. And so, like, one of my questions is, if you, I don't know if you approach it from both angles, but should you look at hiring sales first, or like hiring developers first? Because if you basically need you need customers, right, first, and then you can say, I need a developer to do this or that, or if you're a restaurant, do I need cooks, or do I need good marketing, or is it that you just try and attack it piece by piece, day by day? What's your thoughts on that?
So of course it depends on business to business. Hiring the first employee, I guess that's the subject we are talking today. That who should be the first employee, whether it should be the salesperson or that should be the developer itself. So since I was a marketing guy myself, so I did not need the marketing hardcore seller at that time. But yes, I did get some of the assistance from my juniors. I did hire a couple of assistants for myself who worked for me, and I generated the sales. My partner, he was a designer. He was great in strategy. I was good in strategy, so we worked on strategizing the website, strategizing the projects, and yes, we started off with one HTML developer, one WordPress developer. I was a project manager myself. My partner was the technical guy himself, and we had the marketing. I had the marketing skill in myself as well. So these were like 4 to 5 guys when we started off back in 2013.
Wow, that's really fun. So that's kind of cool. I see you're sort of smiling about that, like bringing back memories, maybe of starting, because it's exciting, right, to have like a new startup adventure. Do you still feel that way, or is there kind of a sweet spot for starting?
Well, to be honest, like I was roaming around my office today, and I'm not sure if you're gonna believe that for the first 9 hours in my office, I hardly sit on my chair. All I
Wow.
do is assist my different departments, mentor my geniuses, mentor my teams, walking around, telling them about their problems, helping them improve their performances. And I was like, Hamid, did you remember the time when you were alone Did you remember the time when you had only 3 to 4 guys with like 300 square feet, 400 square feet office, and now you have 3 international offices. So it's a great feeling. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's good that you reflect on that for sure.
Yeah.
Because it kind of brings me to one of my later questions, and I only have a few more, but was basically the importance of gratitude and luck in business. So, kind of just going on that, like being grateful and appreciative for what you have. You just kind of described how essential it is, and also the luck element. I guess, can you talk about having a positive attitude, or sometimes you get down, but just talk on that a little.
So a couple of things. So talking about the luck element, I guess it depends on your beliefs as well. So I'm a Muslim. I have a belief that 50% is your luck, and the rest of the 50% is your due diligence. If you are diligent, if you're smart, you have a cool team, and still it's not working for you, so that means that it's not something approved from above the skies. So so depending on different thoughts a person have, yes, there is a luck element. I've even seen the problems, and like after a couple of years of our organization, I had to put a resignation for 10 of my employees just because we were not getting enough sales. At that time, we had to sit together. We thought about it, what's going on, what's happening, why is this happening. We all jumbled up together. We worked as a team, and like we worked like crazy on a direction that, would you believe that in the next 6 to 8 months, we hit the NYC's top 10 agency list back
Wow.
in 2017.
Awesome.
So I would say you again, the domain knowledge and the diligence, without that you cannot even make your luck positive. So you have to have those all the grips in your hand in order to run a successful business. And then yes, uh, you should have the prayers of your peers, stakeholders, just like we have the employees right from the day one, just like we have the customers from the right from the day one, still working with me today. They are my best friends. They are buddies with me.
Hmm.
We share WhatsApp. We play video games after the work.
Nice.
We enjoy the fun environment. Similarly, I mean, if you're gonna see my wall today for the Facebook, we had a Taken 7 video game tournament as well, and I was also a part of it.
Oh, that's
Uh,
cool.
so just like that, my employees, many of them, they're staying together with me right from the day one. And sometimes what happens, like the person who helped you up right from the day one, he kind of missing the new challenges when you are 5 years ahead. So instead of terminating that person, I kind of mentor. I put a belief on that person, empower, give a necessary training, and then when they share their experiences with the new employees, it kind of help and nurture the organization environment and skills as well. So yes, the due diligence and the luck, being gratitude, being thankful and respectful to your peers, all has to be there to be a successful organization.
That's awesome. Really great words. I love, and so I love PC games, and I have a Nintendo Switch. That's what I like to. My wife and I like playing Nintendo Switch. So I see you play Tekken. What system is that?
That's PS4.
PS.
So if you can remember me, I'm open. And by the way, I'm very good at FIFA 2018. I'm challenging everyone out there, whoever wants to have a match with me, who's on the webinar. I'm going to share my ID right after this webinar, and let's see the luck.
Oh man, it's on now. That is fantastic. So, very nice. Yeah, I'm wondering, like, speaking of like the profiles and stuff like that, I see you in a lot of cool places. Doing a lot of different things. Basically, kind of is that about recharging the batteries a little bit, you know, because, or getting like other experiences on this journey for like business and everything? Can you explain or talk a little bit about that? Just kind of, there's more than business, right?
Are you talking about like different multi-domains of business?
Well, just like, I mean, you can do business nowadays anywhere. You know, you can bring your laptop and work, telecommute, do anything like that. I guess just kind of the role that you have, because I know you're really busy, but you also seem to manage and take time to enjoy life, right?
Right. So are you talking about like how do I manage all that?
Yes, that's a good one. That's a good one to go off of.
I think you're right. So when I'm in the office, so I feel like if I'm not out there, something is going to be happen. But that's my feeling. It doesn't happen because we have a strategy on behind. So whenever you run an organization and you want it to grow up tremendously, uh, you have to again empower your team members. You have to make the leaders, not the followers. Again, you have to make the leaders, not the followers, because the followers, they will take your instruction, they will implement, but the leaders will make more leaders and more followers, right? So I empower my leaders, my managers, I mentor them, I give them all the techniques, I give them all the trainings to perform the operations. I give them all the workflows and processes to ensure that even if I'm not out there, they're still helping with the due diligence. So my peers apart, even if I'm not here today, I'm sure that HTML Pro operations will still run in a successful way.
That's fantastic. So, thank you so much, Hamid. Where can people find you? Where do you want them to reach you?
I think you guys can find me out over my Facebook. It's facebook.com/ Hamid Official. I do have a Twitter account, HamidBar789. I do have a LinkedIn account. I mean, if you're going to Google Hamid Mahmood, you write HTML Pro, and then you write any of the social media profile, you're going to get a lot of data about myself.
Awesome.
I think that's
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. Hey, thanks so much for talking today. I really appreciate it. So, great job. Yeah, we're all finished, and thanks again. And thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave comments below and share away. So yeah, HTMLPro.net. Check that out. Awesome.
guys. Take
Cool.
care.
Okay. All right.